What do you do when you no longer have the strength and desire to continue looking through your scope? When KD drops to the point where even people who play for fun no longer have fun.
Do it, I can't take this shit no more, man.
And don't bullshit me about going out and seeing your friends. We both know how it is. We socialize here, we have fun here. We wonder how sad mom would be if she suddenly had one extra room for rent here. So let me ask you one more time. How do you relax your mind when you are starting to miss the "please let me go" feature?
We're not scientists! Now inject this man with some science!
Research confirms that FPS, racing and platformer games, especially the very demanding ones, use the same parts of our brain, so switching from Call of Duty to Mario Kart is not an option. But hear me out, don't tell anyone, but there is another game genre long forgotten. Legends say it was just one title, only played by Koreans. But that's a lie.
Don't bullshit me.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit! You said so! It's all bullshit!
RTS, real-time strategy, just don't say it out loud because it's beloved abbreviation of real gamers. They don't sleep. Nutrition fully felt by Doritos and Mountain Dew. Main entertainment? Waiting for someone to mention those 3 forbidden letters and flood comments with phrases like "Oh, only 2 gamers here?" And God forbid you saying that Fallout 3 is a good game or worse, is a good Fallout game.
Fuck you. You don't have no motherfucking opinions, okay?
You were warned. I take this risk for you, so appreciate it. Settlers 3, the third and the last of the series from the 90s, considered to be a good game which has tried many times to come back and adapt to new times with very mixed results.
Garbage day!
You may ask, why won't I start with the first game? Again, because the third is more personal. I can say that this is my first strategy game from the time when this ad was on TV.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
I still have the old box and living proof of the fucked up inflation, at least in my country. Already from the cover we can say what can be expected. Romance, Egyptians
Cleopatra was
and
black.
Asians
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
fighting in the war not provoked by politics or the desire for territorial expansion. Not even gods of these nations wanted to fight, but the boss god, the higher being. He states that people don't care enough about religion because these gods interfere too little in the lives of their followers. So now they have to fight each other, and whoever loses has to paint Cosmos in white. We also have the Amazon's Quest expansion, but who would want to play as women?
Excuse me? What was that?
I played and this campaign was the best.
Yeah, you better like it.
The plot is not the most important here. You can say that it's a little bit childish. So what, if the game itself is pleasant and addictive? And this one is very addictive. One mission can take from 1 hour to even 3 if we feel the role of the ruler of our peasants. The Settlers 3 is a great title for those who had no contact with this type of games before, so I treat this video as a light guide. We can choose one of 3 4 factions. Differences are mainly cosmetic, so you can take the nations that suits you best visually. So we start the game. We got some ground to work with, some group of settlers, soldiers, stones and wood. I know it's tempting to assemble our elite squad and rush your opponent because you have to run everywhere, you have to rush everything because you have to get this rocket, because you have to get the position and...
Yes! Got it! Yes! We got the energy sword! Got him! So good! Come on! Yes! Fuck yeah! I'm so awesome!
But hear me out. Wait a minute. There is no running around here. All units, whether it's settlers moving goods between buildings or soldiers going to fight, they all do it at Grandma Crossing street speed, so take it easy.
Relax.
The first thing we need to do is to provide ourselves with basic resources. We build a woodcutter hut, preferably in close proximity to trees so that our bearded friend does not have to walk far and waste precious time. Then we need a sawmill to make boards.
She'll grow out of it.
But we also set it close to the woodcutter's hut so that the porters do not have to walk with our logs through half of our settlement. Now, just a stonecutter's hut and you are done. Great work.
Impressive. Very nice.
And now how to enlarge our borders? There are two ways to do this. We can build a guard tower near the border to which one soldier will automatically come and our border will expand around it. Or we can designate some of our settlers as pioneers to slowly move our borders. Once we decide on one of the ways of further expansion, we must take care of the most important resource in the game, the settlers.
He said it! He said it!
Each new role, be it a soldier, a farmer, a woodcutter or a miner, takes a settler. They are very important for our economy because they transport resources from one place to another and are responsible for basically everything. So we need to build a mansion and we have three types: small, medium and large. After construction, a certain number of new settlers will come out of it and they will be ready to work in your name. So finally we have settlers, wood and stones and our borders are slowly expanding. Now what? It would be nice to have a bigger army, so let's build barracks, where settlers will be recruited as archers, knights and spearmen. After half hour, we see that our army is still small, the settlers are standing doing nothing, and the enemy is attacking with 5 times more troops than what we have, so we turn off the game, we install it and don't play this shit anymore. What the fuck, Dave? What the fuck you're thinking, you fucking retard? I'm going to dance in Fortnite and play some Apex Legends. Wait! What were your settlers supposed to fight with? Sticks? Throw stones? Where do swords come from? Armorer makes them. Where does iron come from? From the mine? Still need coal for the furnace, don't you? And you probably have to melt iron into ingots. Everything can be done, just have to start from the beginning. So again, woodcutter's hut, sawmill, stonecutter's hut, settlers and new terrain. Where to put the mine? Mountains, mountains, mountains. There they are. Wait, but who told you that there is iron here? Maybe there's a coal? Maybe nothing. We need to find out. But how?
I don't know.
We send a group of geologists who will sift, check and mark this place with what we can expect. And now we can build mines. Great. Now that we are mining coal and iron, you have to melt it into ingots, so later you can make tools and weapons like swords, hammers, bows and fishing rods. Well, now we can recruit some settlers and we remind ourselves that miners are the only workers who need to eat. Farms. Let's make farms. To make bread we still need water, only not seawater. Search for the river, mill, bakery, Now we cooking. Check if your goods are distributed as they should be. Of course they aren't. Remember what's most important. No, not iron. Coal is sent to 3 places. You melt iron with it, then make tools at the forge and weapons at the armorer, where coal is also required. Later we even melt gold with it. Coal is needed for everything. And now, when economy is good, the army is growing and borders are going further, it's time to get violent. If we want our soldiers to perform better, let me explain why we need gold. The more gold we have, the more strength our army has on enemy territory. Our units can also be promoted, but this promotion goes directly from above, so we need to build a small temple to make offerings of alcohol. Romans have wine, Asians have beer, and Egyptians, I think they have meat. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're going to build winery here. It works like a farm, it needs its own land to plant grapes. It is best to build it next to a temple. Small temple is for offerings and big temple is for making priests. They can convert weakened enemies and buff our troops, but first we need to fill the faith bar, which may take some time. Mostly useless when you do this, and pain in the ass when AI do this. Okay, when we have enough offerings, we can advance a soldier type, and unfortunately already recruited units won't be upgraded, so only the new ones will be stronger. Well, you can't help it.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Our only way to culturally enrich our neighbors is to become a naval power. Our opponents probably don't even have such a possibility, so we can afford a little calmer approach. We build shipyards and commission the construction of ferries. These can only transport people. That transport goods. But here we still need to build ports, and thanks to that we can play as small colonists. The number of places on the ships are limited, so it's a good idea to build a fleet. We don't have to rely solely on the military destruction of enemy. One of the roles which we can assign our subordinates is a thief. When such individual enters enemy's territory, opponent sees him as his settler. Once our thief is near material goods that are not his, we can order him to move them to our lands where our opporters will already know what to do with them. For example, we can block an enemy from crafting weapons by taking his coal straight from his mine. And this is more or less the gameplay in the Settlers 3. It's not complicated, and that's what I like about it. A great game to relax, take a break from constant shooting.
That's fun, motherfuckers!
The music and the sound of our little workers are pleasant to hear. Listening to blacksmiths and lumberjacks relaxes me very much. And the game itself looks very cozy. I mean, when I play it, I feel cozy. It's old, but watching our minions go back and forth carrying stones, wood and other things, how farmers mow crops, lumberjacks cut down trees. and each building has its own little animation. It works a bit like Factorio when everything works, and it's just fun to watch when everything works well. You just have to watch out for narrow passages, because when they got stuck, everything stops. Because suddenly every settler has to go this way and the economy just collapses. I can recommend this game to everyone, especially people who don't have much experience with RTS titles and want to try something different. However, if you are looking for something more challenging and complicated, you can get a little bit bored here, but I like to play it with a cup of cocoa late in the evening, and that's just the definition of comfy. Unless you play Amazons, because they can't fucking listen and they die faster than black people in stupid horror movies. And the sound they make when they fucking die, just please stop. Stop it! There is really something wrong with this AI. Anyway, I recommend the History Edition because the one from GOG has practically no options to change and the resolution is not preferable. See you in the next one and bye!